Welcome to Real Talk Wrestling. My name is Josh Kimmel. With me is El Ginger Americano, and yes, Clutch PE is back with his championship. As you see, what is going on, guys?
There's a lot going on this week.
There is.
There's a lot. It was a big wrestling weekend.
Um, we have not spoken. Chris, me and you briefly spoken about SummerSlam via text. You were like, "What should I watch? What should I not watch?" And it was hard for me to answer because we'll get into how boring the show was pretty soon. But mainly your anger, your texts were anger regarding a special return at the very end. Clutch, we have spoken zero. So I'm really interested to hear what your thoughts are. So let's not waste anyone's time. I thought the show was mid. I thought the two nights were just like I said going in. We could probably cut 3, 4, 5 matches. Clutch, how did you feel about the shows?
Um, I thought the main events delivered really well, both of them, and I'll give them that. I thought I enjoyed the opener for night one with Roman and Jay. Roman flying from the top rope like he hasn't done since probably his big dog era. It was pretty cool. Um, Other than that, I wasn't very interested in a lot. I guess both openers and both main events were like my sweet spots, and then in the middle of the show were like, okay. But I mean, I'm probably missing some spots in here and there, but I mainly enjoyed like the main events. I thought were really well put together. Everything else, here and there, hit and miss.
I guess, the problem to me with the shows were it was just a lot of, you're right, the openers were good and the finishers were good. It's just the stuff in the middle was very skippable. The we're not, talking about bad things sucks, right? I don't want to say like, oh, let's just dwell on all the bad. But the Becky Lyra match, it was bad because I expected so much. It was probably my most anticipated match going into the SummerSlam pay-per-view, PLE. Um, it was so bad. It was incredibly bad. It was probably one of the worst matches over the weekend. And that's counting, some of the stuff we saw. I enjoyed everything else, but that was so bad, Chris. Did you feel the same? Did you watch it? That's the question. Because you asked me what should I watch? What should I skip? And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell him. Figure it out, buddy.
I didn't watch a whole lot of night two because, as you saw, I had kind of soured on the event after I saw the spoiler of who had returned. So I watched all of night one the morning after, but night two I didn't watch a whole lot of it, and that was one of the matches I skipped.
I mean, you saved yourself like 18 minutes.
Mhm.
Honestly, it was the only thing you missed. Close your ears, kids. Was Bailey. That's it. She was looking good in the red pants, and that was the only thing that should. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Clutch, am
Yeah,
I
no,
wrong?
I fast forwarded
Yeah.
to about the last 2 minutes of the match. Let me just say that I did check out the finish of every match, but I didn't really watch full matches on night two.
Okay.
Not for all of them.
All right. That was pretty cool. I actually like that angle where Bailey did that because now we can. This is a different dynamic. But you already let the cat out of the bag. We got to talk about it. It's the biggest story in wrestling, guys. We're gonna get into the ESPN news. We're gonna get into, of course, the Seth Rollins stuff and John Cena. But the biggest story in pro wrestling at the moment is Brock Lesnar. About maybe a month ago, maybe a sooner. I can't remember, but they started selling his flannel on www.shop.com. Do you guys remember that at all?
Nope,
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that.
Yep. They started selling his flannel again. So you could buy like his merchandise. So like everybody was whispering, oh, is he coming back? Oh, is it time? They're selling his merch. So I didn't think much of it. And I will be 1000% genuine with everybody watching and you guys here with me. Night two, as soon as the Cena match started, we were watching it. I was watching the whole show alone. I watched all of it alone. Night two. My son comes in. He goes, "Hey, he doesn't like the violent stuff. He's not really into wrestling." is to say, can we watch something else before we go to bed? Fair enough, son. Fair enough. I wake up around 2:00 in the morning. I see the Lesnar stuff because I had multiple people text me. And I said Lesnar, and I'll be 1000%. I didn't want to go back and watch it. I didn't want to go back and watch it. I had zero interest in going back and even entertaining the fact of giving them another click. I was kind of mad about it, just like Chris was. I went back and watched the match because they deserve it, and that was a great match. Clutch, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Was that not a great match?
It was great. It was everything that WrestleMania was not, and probably John Cena's best match in over a decade.
It's like he's like, okay, this is like my last big PLE, like a SummerSlam. I already the bed at WrestleMania. I better just do everything now. And if I get hurt, I get hurt. If I like that's what it felt like to me. It was like his last Raw, and it was a really good match, and I enjoyed it. So Chris, I would give that match a shot. Just turn it off whenever it's done.
That's one of the ones I actually did watch.
Okay.
I did watch that one from bell to bell, saw everything, and I would say exactly that. And you hit the nail on the head with, like, it almost felt like he was putting it all out there. Like, if I get hurt right now, I get hurt, but we're going to do some really good spots. It's going to be a lot of really good wrestling. And I thought it was an excellent match.
Yes. Now, Brock, Clutch. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know how you are comprehending this. So I'm just going to ask you in a wrestling term, why and do we need, does TKO, WWE, the fans, do we need Brock Lesnar?
Ever since he disappeared, for lack of a better term, I don't think WWE needs Brock Lesnar. I didn't miss him while he was gone. I have plenty of thoughts about that, but I'm trying to find the reasoning why. I mean, there were reports that kind of like alluded to, hey, Cena asked to face him in his final run, and I mean that doesn't really surprise me if he did. But what do you do after that with Brock? From just a wrestling standpoint, I don't see many angles you could take with it because Gunther is going to be out for a while, I think. Mm-hmm. So you can't even do that match yet. You do Cena, and then what's next? He already did Cody. He already did. I'm missing somebody, but he already did a few like the matches that you really want to see. And I don't know what after the Cena match. I don't know what happens. Does he just disappear again? I don't know.
So in a wrestling sense, so that's what I'm going to use it as, and I'll get into the reasons why I think he's back. I do think it's Cena. But yeah, who wants this? Who asked for this? I guess, the fans popped when he came out. I didn't recognize, or I don't think the fans took over Raw. I watched Raw. I didn't hear the fans really take over and reject Brock Lesnar. Maybe because he wasn't on the show, and neither was John. So maybe that's why. Maybe we have to wait till tomorrow night to see what the fans do. If the fans take over, I doubt they will. If this is what John wants, it's what he wants. But I will say this about John. Go back and look when the Vince stuff started coming out. John was in so many interviews saying he's a father figure to me. He's not, they asked him and he kept on like not defending him, but sympathizing with Vince. That I didn't. What am I gonna say? I'm just Josh Kimmel over here, right? Who cares? But that told me a lot about John Cena. All this stuff is going down, and you're in the middle of it, sympathizing with him. It's been going on since it's been happening. So, what if John? What if he is just like in Brock's boat? What if we don't know? We don't know anything. We don't know. We didn't know any of this until it came out. John seems very close to Vince. He's a Vince guy. He's always said he's a Vince guy. Looks up to him as a father figure. So this doesn't surprise me that he's cool with Brock. That's where I'm getting to. It doesn't surprise me that he wants to wrestle Brock Lesnar in a feud. Doesn't surprise me. If John Cena said, I want Brock, they'll get Brock. If John Cena said, no, I don't want to work with Brock because of X, Y, and Z, they would have said, okay, John, you don't have to work with Brock. Brock was the one who said, I don't want to work with Bray Wyatt, right? They listen to their stars. If they don't want to do something, generally they don't do it. So John okayed this. He okayed this. This is 1000% a fact because the match is happening. The program's happening. So John okayed it as well. So Chris, I'm going to ask you, where does that lie to you about with John Cena? How do you feel about John and Brock? Because I know you don't like Brock being back. Does that tarnish little John Cena a little bit? Because come on, man, like,
well,
fishy.
As you guys both saw, I was very, very much against this move on so many levels. First off, all the accusations that are going around, and the way it looks is really bad. Like you said, wrestling, do we need this right now? I don't feel like WWE needs this right now. It's not like things are not good for them. Like, they're doing really well right now. So it wasn't like, oh, wrestling is at a real low, we need to bring in Brock to boost the ratings like they've done in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see a spot for him. I'm not interested in it. Thinking back to a lot of his matches, it's a lot of the same stuff. He's got a very limited move set. He does his few punches, and then he does his suplexes and his F5s, and that's it, right? Is he he's modern day Goldberg right now? Couple of moves. I'm bored. I'm bored of his matches. But I think what made me mad is not only, the accusations are awful, but the fact that the WWE, out of left field, changed their post PLE format. No explanation, just, hey, this is the way we're doing it now. And I remember reading about it after night one, and I'm like, that's odd. Like, just no explanation, nothing. I'm like, that something feels off about this. And then, of course, it all makes sense come night two. And that just right there, what that tells me is they don't feel fully confident in this decision. Because if you felt fully confident about it, you'd be ready to go out there in front of the cameras and answer any and all questions about this. But the fact that they changed things means in the back of their mind that they know that this isn't right. It's not a good decision. It's a good financial decision, I'm sure. But, morally, I don't know. It didn't sit well with me the way that they did this. And then going on to Cena and your question about Cena, that's a really good point. Something I hadn't thought about, that, yeah, he would have had to have signed off on this, had to suggest it, something, had to say that he's okay with it in some sense, which is really disappointing to think about coming from John Cena, because you typically think of him as a pretty good guy, and to want to work this program, I don't know. If that's me in that spot, I'm just saying I don't want anything to do with it. I get the whole thing of what you're saying, where he said Vince is his guy, because he came up in the Vince system. Vince gave him his shot. Vince helped him to become who he is right now. So he's always going to sympathize. I've known other people that I've worked with over the years that they get brought up by somebody, given an opportunity by them, and you're kind of wondering, like, why is this person, like, they're aware that their boss, this other person, is not that great of a person or that great of a leader, but they kind of always sympathize with them. And I think it has something to do with that. Maybe, obviously, like you said, you're just Josh, I'm just Chris. I don't know what else was going on over the years, but maybe that has something to do with it. Like, hey, he helped make me who I am today, so I'm always going to have a little bit of a soft spot for him. And this is one of Vince's guys, so I'm good with him no matter what, kind of a deal. That's just like what it feels like from the outside looking in. So it's disappointing. And I can tell you, for me personally, anytime he's on TV, I'm skipping right over it. For Lesnar, I'm going to skip right over it. And if he does get into a program with Cena, I'm skipping right over it.
Fair enough. Clutch, are you feeling the same way?
From a John Cena standpoint, the thing is, I feel like, and you can tell from the way that Cena's a pretty good guy. I mean, from all the stuff he does and everything, we don't know him. But I do think he lives by his moniker that he goes with: hustle, loyalty, respect. That he's loyal, and he's very loyal even to a fault. And it just talking about Cena, I just think it is what it is at that point, because we've heard it many times during the Vince thing. Now he probably feels similarly about the Brock thing because they came up together. They both came from OVW. He probably feels the same way about the other guys, Randy Orton, Batista. If something were to go down with them, knock on wood, hopefully not. I love those guys. So from a Cena standpoint, I mean, I can't be too upset at him. I mean, he's just been consistently who he's always been, which can be a good thing, a bad thing, loyal to a fault, like I said. So I guess that's where I look at it from, at least from that perspective.
You just said a name that freaking gave me the chills because I haven't seen this. I haven't heard. Not that I haven't heard this name in a long time. He's a superstar. He's a Hall of Famer. But man, how cool would it have been? How much better? How much of a bigger pop? How much more positivity? And this guy might not be available because he's a big Hollywood star now. But Dave Batista, what if he came out instead of Brock? They came up together, and then he cheers on John Cena. All of a sudden, just turns on him. They have a program that would have been so much cooler. But it's just stupid booking in my head. But man, that's something I'd like to see. I don't need to see Brock and Cena. When I think Cena's greatest feuds, I know Brock is in there, but he's really not. Not in my opinion. He's not up there with Edge. He's not even up there with AJ Styles. But that's, again, just I was never a Brock guy. Just never was, never have been. And I think part of the reason is because I didn't watch wrestling intensely as I did now or back then before Brock's era. I think I started watching wrestling after Brock was already done being really good in the ring. As in, I don't need to try anymore. I don't need to do these shooting star presses anymore. I'll just suplex people. I think I caught Brock after the fact. I think I started watching Brock when he came back and beat Taker because I stopped watching wrestling for just a little bit. I was a casual fan. So I think I missed his whole era. That's why I think I don't like him as much. But we're going to move on from Brock and go on to Seth Freakin Rollins. Oh, my goodness. I went to my friend's house on Saturday and I watched the SummerSlam night 1 at his house, and we were pretty bored. Like, we were just talking about his cats more than anything. I'm not gonna lie, we were pretty bored. And I ran him I gave him the whole rundown of, like, I think it's gonna be like Braun Breaker. He's gonna eat the pin, and then we're gonna forget about him. Then he's gonna come out and cash in at the very end of the night. That was my theory. I was riding with Braun Breaker cashing in. He's like, "What about Seth? Why you give me the look?" I told you that on the show last week. Yeah, because 2 Raws ago, he was claiming, "This is mine, that's mine." He was telling Roman, "Everything's mine." So I'm like, oh, he's going crazy because Seth's not here, so he's just going to take over. My whole theory was I thought he was just going to take over the group because I legitimately thought this man, Seth Rollins, was really hurt. He got me. Usually I'm on top of these things. I got. When he came out with the crutches, I was like, this sucks. I was so mad. I don't know how you guys felt. You guys are probably smarter than me. You guys probably thought he was cashing in. I was so mad. As soon as he came out with his crutches, guys, I grabbed my keys from the coffee table. I'm like, all right, dude, peace out. For real. Like, I was like, well, fuck this, dude. I'm not going to sit here and watch while he stands there and laughs with a briefcase for five minutes. I'm not going to do it. So as I get up, he throws out the things. I'm like, oh, shit. So I just go sit back down. I'm watching the show. I'm like, let's fucking go. So anyway, Clutch. That's your picture today. It's our thumbnail of the show. It's our biggest topic, pretty much. How cool of a moment was that? And did you think this was going to happen? Did you call it because you weren't here? Or you text me your answers, but did you freaking know this was going to happen?
See if you no, I had no clue. He got me too. I think he got everybody. And anybody that tells you like he didn't get you, I think you're lying. Because even people that at first were like, "Oh, this is the work," even after Saturday night's main event, they kind of came to reality when you started seeing posts from Becky, who was in on it, and just everybody, yeah, he's hurt, he's not coming back. And then he comes out on the stage, and again, I thought, and Michael Cole was like, "Oh, this is a reminder that he has a year to cash in," whatever. I was like, "Oh, fuck this." Okay. and this is sorry, Bobby, about that. This is my preemptive sorry, Bobby, about this part. When he turned around and those crutches dropped, I out loud, I remember very vividly just saying the words, "You motherfucker," and straight up turn around, cashed in, and it was a great moment. And boy, does Seth Rollins know how to cash in Money in the Bank in every situation, because he's 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah. I think it's so weird, Chris. He has to have 2 top 5 cash-ins of all time. I mean, I don't know how many briefcases there have been. I'm pretty sure I can do the quick math, but he's probably top 3. Like, those were awesome cash-ins. This one, compared to the last one, not as good because the first one was unexpected and it's like the first time someone's ever done something like that.
Yeah.
This one was cool because they told you on Saturday Night Main Event, this guy's hurt. He took a BF. Like, everything worked to perfection because now we see the story that we see now. I pinned you. You're the champion now. I want my title shot. So then this goes into the LA Knight situation. Everything is just blending together with the story, and I love it so much. Hate the name, the vision. Hate it. Don't like it. But Chris, about the cash in, how do you like it? Did you see this coming, buddy? Are you one of the rare people that knew this was coming?
Nope. But remember, I was trying to see if I could get you to say it was coming on last week's show. That Josh, do you want to call it? Do you want to put it on tape? So this time you can tell the world, you can roll back the tape that you actually could call in Seth Rollins cash in, and you said no. You said it's not happening. I tried to help you out. I tried to get it on tape, but you refused to let me help you. So I just wanted to put that out there. I've been waiting all week to say that. But no, I didn't see it coming. And I think it's the way that they did it with his injury angle was good because of how he got injured. It wasn't like a typical spot where someone's injured. Oh, they get hit with the chair 20 times and yep, he's on the shelf for, a couple of months. Like, the way that they did it, they made it so believable, especially considering his past injuries and everything. So, like, the execution of that was really good. It kind of looked like they were scrambling a little bit with the storyline. Like, it was still good, but it looked like there was someone like a real injury had happened. So the way they did that was perfect. Except one of the best cash-ins that we've seen. Seth Rollins does it again. So I loved it, though. I popped for it. I thought it was great.
Yes, it was great. But the match before that was Gunther and CM Punk. You told me, Clutch, that this match was great, or at least you alluded to, the endings of the pay-per-views were good and the beginnings. The beginning of this match, let me tell you, whoever put it together, I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, but it ended up like it was a slow burn. There was a lot of chain wrestling, grabbing. I wasn't into that. The first 8 minutes I felt like were taking forever. Then it sped up at the end. I enjoyed it. I love CM Punk takes a beating without taking a beating better than anybody. And what I mean by that, the sweaty face, the hair, he gets more sweaty and looks more worn out than anyone ever. And I think it's because he already looks like he's strung out and he's like, his eyes are always baggy and shit. So he like looks like that when he gets in there. But when he looks so tired in Seth's that was classic. It's gonna go down as John Cena bloody in the ring in the Elimination Chamber when Edge came out. We're gonna see that look for a while. That was a great moment that they captured from CM Punk. Other than that, man, I enjoyed this match at the end, like I said. But Gunther, Clutch, what's next? What do we do now? Now that he's away from the title picture for a while, because that's all he's done his entire career is be a champion, 80% of his time. What can we do now to keep him interesting? I think the move to SmackDown is the right decision. Or do you think they're going to do that?
Possibly. I mean, I think now I think I saw that he's actually legitimately injured, and he was legitimately injured before the match.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be out a while, and it might be for the best in terms of storytelling, because after losing the world title, what do you do with Gunther right away if he was not hurt? So out of sight, out of mind, and then bring him over to SmackDown. The next I don't know what the next thing you do. Maybe you go for Gunther and Cody now with Cody as the champion, and he can chase that title over on SmackDown. Do it something a little bit different. I think that might be the way to go. Maybe if you also, I alluded to it earlier, if they finally want to do the Brock match, they can do the Brock match. So that's the direction I see for him.
No, I agree with that. I think a move to SmackDown would be great for him to work with other, obviously, baby faces. And they can listen, Chris. I know you're going to agree with me on this. Gunther is not a traditional heel. He's just like he's like an AEW character because those guys aren't heels or baby faces or just fighters. Gunther is just a wrestler. He doesn't do any he hardly cheats. He's always just direct. Oh, you're an embarrassment. You're a clown. I'm going to beat you. I'm the best. Like everything he says is 1000% true. So he can easily turn babyface by doing the same promos and get cheered. So if he goes against like a Drew McIntyre, which I would love, that program would be amazing. And then yes, he can go against like a Jacob Fatu as a heel. That'd be great. Because I would love to get Fatu away from this family. Away. I don't even want to talk about that match because that was an embarrassment as well. I hated that match so much. But get Jacob Fatu away from them. Let's see him work with top dogs. Like Solo's good and all, but let's see him work with the top. Right? He's worked with Roman. He's worked with these. Let's see if he could do it with Gunther. Let's see him do it with these other guys. So I'm interested in Gunther when he comes back. I'm surprised how much color he got. Was that real blood? Was that real?
He I think he bladed.
He bladed for sure.
He went over the announce table and was under it for quite a bit.
Yes.
Forever.
I was like, how did he went over it? His momentum took him almost to the barrier wall, and then the next shot, like 2/3 of his body is underneath the table. So you knew what was happening there. Yeah, he was down there for a while.
I didn't expect
it. Was dark. He couldn't find the blade down there. He's like, where did it go?
Yeah, I honestly didn't. I didn't think that would happen, but I thought it was great. Matter of fact, I was on this show complaining about how Sami Zayn needed color for me to care about this match. Remember, was that with you or was that with Bobby? It doesn't matter who it was, but I wanted to see some color and we got it. So at least we got color in one of the matches. I think I like the way WWE's bringing those things in there. They're bringing in the color. They're bringing in like some of the language. They're slowly turning into what we want as a wrestling company. Man, all the big things are covered from SummerSlam. Am I missing anything else that you really? I don't think there's anything else from SummerSlam I care about. Clutch, is there anything else that at all? Like I can't think of anything. Is Jade buried? Did they bury Jade?
I just think that they agree with your sentiments on Jade and just don't think she's ready for it. And because if there was ever a moment to crown her as champion, it was at SummerSlam. Yeah. I think the moment passed. They probably want to take a step back and rethink of that a little bit. And I don't know what's next for her at this point.
What a waste. What I mean is what a waste of a match. Tiffy could have crushed it with Vakur or anyone. Insert any women's wrestler. Put Nikki Bella in there. It would have been a better match. It's just she can't do it. She's a good muscle. She's a good attraction, but champion material. But ESPN Plus or whatever. I don't have it. I'm just gonna say I don't have ESPN Plus or whatever the subscription is. Looks like in 2026 they're gonna get all the WWE PLEs and it's gonna be included with your package, I believe. I don't think it's gonna be an extra cost like UFC is.
We don't know that yet.
No, they announced it. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Okay, because the last I saw, the jury was still out on that.
I'm gonna pull it up. ESPN WWE. So let me ask you this, Clutch. Do you already have the ESPN package?
No, I have everything on Netflix in Europe, so I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, it's different everywhere else outside of America.
This mother effer, bro. No, it's cool.
No,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Everywhere else, it's one stop. Everything's on Netflix, and us, we're spread out over like 10 different platforms. So this is just adding another one now that you need.
Oh my God! Sorry. Can you guys hear that? All right, I gotta get off this website. Every time I go on websites and they play ads, I'm out.
No,
I'm out.
Couldn't hear that.
Okay, well, it was in my ears.
No, yeah, but $30 for Like we had the WWE Network for $9.99, which was great. And then whenever they rolled it into Peacock, and Peacock was $9.99, we're like, even better. Now we get all of the wrestling. We lose some of the library, but we're getting all the Peacock programming and the pay-per-views, the PLEs. It was great. And then now they're moving away. And it's just the way that everything here in streaming here in America is going. Is everything separating out. Everything costs too much. So I was super disappointed to hear that now you have to get standalone ESPN to get the PLEs in 2026. I see a lot of people are upset. The most common comment I've seen online is, I guess I'm leaving with John Cena. A lot of people saying that, like, after this year, like, they're done.
So the WWE library will not be included on ESPN. Is the library on Netflix for you, Clutch?
Yeah. It's pretty complete-ish.
Wow. We are so screwed over here. Why? I don't understand it. Because we have to watch USA Network for SmackDown, Netflix for Raw, Peacock has the PLEs, and I don't even know where
NXT.
If you have NXT, if you watch NXT, you have to have the CW.
CW, yeah. So it's like, yeah, we're screwed over here. But my thing is, as long as, so a lot of cable companies, which I have cable, on my Spectrum plan, for what I pay, I have access to Peacock for free in my plan, if I choose to. I have access to Disney Plus in my plan. I have access to ESPN Plus in my plan. I'm just too lazy to go get the passcodes. And a lot of people with cable have this. A lot of people with cable. So I think a lot of people are going to be uninformed that they already have this. So if you're watching right now and you have cable like I do, if you still live in the 90s like I do, and you have a cable box with a remote control, with batteries, with that little thing that always comes off, and you got to put tape on it, you know what I'm talking about? You have ESPN Plus. It's in your Spectrum or whatever it is now. It's in your plan. So I have it. So I'm good. I don't need to spend the $30. YouTube TV also has it included, in case you guys didn't know. So there are ways around it if you already have cable or already have these platforms. The people that just cut the cord and have only streaming services, those are the people that are going to be affected the most. And those are the people I predicted 10 years ago when I said, y'all cutting the cord are going to come back. I think people are coming back. But it's still a huge problem, though. Still a huge issue. Yeah. But they got to make money, man. They're pricing us out.
That's what it is. Yeah, you just got to pick and choose which stuff you want, because everyone saw all the revenue that's coming in from Netflix, and we need to get in on the streaming, so we're not gonna sign on our stuff onto their streaming platform. We're gonna pull it all off little by little, and then we're gonna open our own. Everyone's got a streaming platform now.
It
wouldn't be a problem if they weren't. They started off, it was like Netflix $7.99, and then it's like, $9.99. Okay, $14.99. Okay, well, if you want ad free now you got to go to this much. We're going to put ads into yours now, and then everyone's just making it too much. If they were all like, with what little they each have, if they're all like $3, $4, $5, $6, no big deal. But they all want like $20 a month now, or ESPN wants $30 a month.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Clutch ain't got to worry about it.
Nope.
I'm good.
You got to deal with it.
Clutch is like, screw this topic, bro. I'm good. Like, what do you guys complain about? What's the big deal? And I'm over here going, I don't care because I got cable. I got it too. So the only people that are truly affected are the people that really, truly cut their cable. So
me.
And honestly, this is more of a cable topic, like whatever, but this is what they're doing now. Cable is now going, hey, Peacock, contract with us. You'll get more people and we'll get more people. So that's how cable companies are staying alive, by making deals with because I've had Disney Plus and Peacock and all these things, including Spectrum, for about 2 years now. So it's already going on, people, and you might already have it if you don't have it, if you think you don't have it. Man, so that doesn't affect Clutch at all. I was expecting this is BS. I've been a fan since day one. They're pricing us out. We can't even buy a single day ticket anymore. Did you see the guy with the smiley face hat at SummerSlam or shirt?
Yeah.
Not the guy, but the yellow guy. There's a new guy.
Yellow shirt guy. They're getting it. They're planting the seeds for WrestleMania.
They're rifles, man.
Green
I wonder,
shirt guy gets called out by Logan Paul, and now all of a sudden there's a yellow shirt guy. Yeah, we're setting up something big here.
Wait a minute. Green shirt guy got called out by Logan Paul for real life?
Yeah.
Yep.
When?
On SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking to all the fans and, doing this Logan Paul thing and calling them all crap. And then he goes, especially you, green shirt guy, you're the worst of them. And the guy was like, what? Me? What did I do?
That's the best. I can't wait for that documentary. I can't wait for Netflix to make a documentary on green shirt guy and who is he? Is he a plant? Because as you guys saw, maybe you didn't watch WWE Unreal yet, there are plants everywhere. No. Everywhere. Did you guys see that?
No. Yeah. You seen it?
Yeah, dude. Like Braun Strowman was doing a chair, and they're like, all right, too close to the fans, guys, too close to the fans. And somebody pushed like a fan, and they're like, oh, don't push the fans. And Triple H is like, no, it's a plant. It's a plant. So like all these things that we think are real, are in. I bet you everyone that gets their sign ripped is a freaking plant. Like, I don't like this show. I hate WWE Unreal. I don't want to see it no more.
You don't like them peeling back the curtain?
They're not. The thing is they're not doing it too much. Clutch, did you finish the whole series?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't. I'm only on episode 3. I'm about to watch 1 and 2. And the Royal Rumble episode, it drove me nuts because I wanted to see, and maybe you can attest to this, Clutch, the conversation with Jey Uso. Hey, we're going with you. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that interaction. We never got it. We only got like, I don't know what my number is, Zeus. I hope I win. Like they were all pretending like this was real. It pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off. That's why I haven't seen episode 3 yet. Clutch doesn't get better.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't think it's as bad as people who, like, I guess to protect wrestling make it seem to be. Like it's
okay.
It's this big like blasphemy. It's not that bad. It's enjoyable. I like the WrestleMania episode with CM Punk.
Listen, last week Josh was telling me he was not going beyond episode 1. He was stopping there.
It's a good show. It's so good, Chris.
Now he's on episode 2. You're not going to go past it. Next week, Chris, you're going to tell us how good episode 3 was.
You told me. I told you I was going to watch Happy Gilmore. And instead of Happy Gilmore 2, I watched episode 2 of Unreal because I told you on the show, go back and watch. Yeah, I watched it. Go back and watch. I said WWE Unreal is well produced. It's a really good show. I enjoyed the Rhea aspect of it. I enjoyed CM Punk talking to Gunther. I enjoyed Rhea talking to Damian Priest. But what I don't like, I enjoyed like Kevin Owens telling Cody Rhodes, "Bro, you okay? Like you set the ladder up there, dude. You did it like like I like that. I like all that." But I don't like how if you're gonna go all out, if you're gonna have a backstage show, be a backstage show. Show me you talking to Jey Uso about making the decision. Show me how the Rumble works. Show me how you know what to do. Show me Drew McIntyre being mad at LA Knight. Show me that stuff. Because they didn't show any of that. And that's what I was expecting.
Maybe it's in episode 3. I said maybe it's in episode 3, Josh. You don't know. You'll have to watch it and come back next week and tell us.
Hey, I will say they did do a piece without spoiling too much. They did do a piece on the Charlotte and Tiffy thing.
Oh, good.
And that was pretty cool. That was fun.
Okay. All right. But do you understand? Like, I like the show. The show's entertaining. It does its job. I think the show is to get people that don't really watch wrestling to watch the show. Because people that watch wrestling will go, well, what about this? What about that? So the show is great. The way they did the Rumble, Chris, you got to watch that segment. You got to watch that little clutch. You know what I'm talking about? Where they showed this person jumping off the ring, and then they changed the camera angles.
Yeah.
That was so good. That was cool. It's just I wanted, if you're going to be a reality show, if you're going to go backstage, then let's go backstage. But they really don't. They hide a lot of stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is. The stuff with Speed, but I cracked up when Speed got speared again. We already saw it. We've all seen it, but just seeing it again and watching Triple H's reaction and everyone's reaction, I laughed so hard. Clutch, that was one of the greatest moments of the show.
Yeah, it was great. And then they showed the after part where he's backstage, his like leg is busted, and like he's still out of it, kind of. He's like, yeah, everybody's talking to him, and he just has his face like, I just
I
got
think that was for the cameras, man. I really think that was for the cameras, but his leg was messed up. Like
Yeah, it
Logan Paul's like, come on, bro, that wasn't that bad. Then he saw his leg. He's like, oh, like, yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, I am gonna watch that, Chris. Episode 3. I'll give you a report.
Good. I'll probably start watching it tonight after we're done here. I just haven't had time to watch it, but I'll probably start doing that tonight. Catch an episode. How long are they? Like an hour a piece?
Yeah, 55 minutes.
Yeah, about that.
I'll probably watch the first 2 episodes tonight then.
Oh, right on. You're not gonna watch preseason football? Are you gonna watch preseason football, Clutch?
It's on NFL Network. I don't have that.
I know they're playing right now with some teams, but I'm lucky that the Dolphins play on Sunday, and it's a 1:00 game for you guys. So for me, it's perfect. It's 7:00. So
Right on.
like I am gonna actually watch preseason.
Right on. I did a DFS lineup today for the preseason games tonight. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm playing DFS with players I don't even know exist. So hopefully I win.
Hopefully you didn't draft Anthony Richardson for it.
I
Put him in your lineup because he's out and he is injured.
Sucks, bro. Why are you telling me that? Damn, that sucks.
I don't want to laugh.
No, I was one of the guys. I was one of one. I was one of one that told everybody Daniel Jones will start more games than Anthony Richardson, and it's gonna come true. And I'm not laughing because the guy got hurt. I just didn't want it to happen because of this. Now I'm gonna have to go on my show Monday and brag about how I told y'all Daniel Jones was the GOAT. How do you feel about that?
I don't know about the GOAT, but probably the best quarterback there.
He won a playoff game. He won a playoff game.
So did Tebow. Does that make him the GOAT?
You know who didn't win a playoff game?
Tell me Tim Tebow's got Tua.
Clutch, who has never won a playoff game?
Tua.
The Dolphins in my lifetime.
And Justin Herbert. So if we would have picked him instead, it don't matter. Don't matter. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. People want Herbert. He can't win a playoff game. We got Tua. He can't win a playoff game.
Out of that entire 2020 class, the one that got the Super Bowl was Jalen Hurts.
He's so good, though. He's so good. You would kill to have Jalen Hurts as our Miami Dolphins quarterback. I would. I would much rather have him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Come on, Clutch. I like Tua too. Don't get me wrong. I like Tua.
The thing is, I'm so jaded with Philadelphia because I hate it as a city in general. That anything any player from Philadelphia does, basketball, football, whatever, I just hate it. So
yeah. I get that. Like I totally get that.
They are the worst.
They're one of the worst. Boston.
No, they're the worst. Philadelphia.
They're the worst.
They're the
worst.
The worst. Okay. Can't stand them. I'm right there with Clutch on that one.
They might be. I don't know. I don't. You know.
I know they are the worst.
You know what makes them the worst? The things that makes them the worst is because they'll be, and you've seen this, Chris. You'll be at a Tampa Bay Lightning game, and it's the Lightning versus the Hurricanes. And you'll see the assholes, sorry, Bobby, with the Flyers jerseys, just going around flipping people's hats off and talking trash to them. It's like, bro, you're in a Lightning Hurricanes game. You're not even supposed to be here. That's the kind of jerks they are. You're right. They're the worst.
The worst.
We see that very often at Lightning games. Just random people with Phillies jerseys, just messing with people. Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
What's the point? But that's gonna wrap it up. I guess we'll talk next week about Raw, SmackDown, anything else happening. Good thing there's no wrestling this weekend that I know about. There's no AEW Cell Job because guess what? Didn't watch it. There's no point. There's no point. MJF fought to get into the Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate longer than he stayed in the group. And he didn't even do anything wrong to get kicked out. There's no story of why he got kicked out. It's one day they said, you're no longer welcome here. No story. So there's no reason to sell you on AEW.
Good. You could focus that energy, shift that energy to selling us on watching Unreal.
Oh, Clutch already watched it.
Yeah. Well, the audience in general, you got to sell them on
when TNA gets a deal at the CW, because I've heard rumors about that, and I'm sure Clutch has, and you have too. I'll sell you guys on TNA because I want to see the Dudleys and Hardys. When is that match? Because I'm gonna watch that match. You better watch that match too, Chris. When is that match, Clutch?
Sometime in September, I think.
Yeah, I think it's next month. I'm gonna watch that match because I'm excited for that. It was, by the way, we are ending the stream. We didn't talk about the ladder match at all. It was good to see Devon. I have not seen Devon in so long. It was good to see him. That was cool. And it was good to see the Hardys on WWE television. That was cool too. Just wanted to say that.
No,
That's it.
that's it.
You didn't see that, Chris? You fast forward that part?
No, I did watch that one. I figured it would be full of fun spots to watch. Probably not the greatest match in the world, just a lot of cool spots to watch. It was exactly what I expected of it.
Yeah, a lot of fun spots. Well, we're gonna have a fun time. Enjoy your guys' night. Peace out, guys. Later.